awesome night here of Hammerdown Racing. This is Niner Dan, joined with Biker tonight. It's just going to be us for the moment, and I believe Punk Panda is going to be joining us here real soon. Biker, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, Dan. How are you doing, partner?
Man, I'm recovering from a wild, windy ride yesterday at Atlanta. I'm excited. I'm excited for tonight, though.
I think we both are.
Well, I mean, hey, it's nice to see, two of the older guys in the field got to spend some time up at the front last night showing them boys how to whip it around Atlanta. I had a blast. I mean, I'm not getting the results I wanted over there, but man, Biker, there's nothing better than Hammerdown Racing. As a drive,
you know what? I just love the racing, and I just love the guys in Hammerdown. No doubt, they're just a great bunch of guys and a bunch of fast-ass race car drivers, and we're going to see it again tonight.
We sure are, man. And tonight, I mean, I love Atlanta. It's going to be sad when we get another game, and this version of Atlanta will not be there.
It'll be gone forever, bro.
Oldest asphalt left in NASCAR at the current time of this game. I know you're going to go over some track stats for us in a minute, but this is one I know here off the top of my head. Last repaved in the spring of '97. I mean, there's kids racing on this track tonight here in Hammerdown that's parents were kids in 1997.
Yes.
So, so it's going to be real interesting tonight. Lots of eating of tires. But I'm gonna you want to go ahead and give some track facts, and then I'll go ahead and do the lineup after that.
That'll be fantastic. Yeah, folks, tonight we're 20 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia, and Hampton, Georgia, at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. The Atlanta Motor Speedway's inaugural race was in 1960, and guess what? NASCAR's been here since then, racing. And what we got here at Atlanta Motor Speedway is a 1.54-mile tri-oval. And this tri-oval has banking in turns of 28% and on the straightaways of 5%. And yes, we're talking about a real cheese grater, because these gentlemen tonight will be fighting tire wear more than they'll be fighting gas mileage. And Dan, I know you know that very well, and why don't I give it to you, and you can give the starting lineup, partner.
Hey, good evening, guys.
Oh, here he is, the voice of Hammerdown himself, Panda.
Hey, we're here.
Hey.
I have some things to do. My son's here, so we'll be in and out. But
okay.
Yes, we're at Atlanta, guys. It's gonna be fun.
I love it. How are you are you ready for tomorrow night, Panda? Because you put on. I haven't got to talk to you since last week. What the hell of a show you put on in that truck race last week at Daytona, man.
What? All I did was I was patient. I should have got third. Filski didn't push me to the finish.
Man, and I tried to.
It happens.
I tried my hardest to push you in that first stage, but they were everywhere, bro. When I saw that 17 car, I'm like, we're gonna latch onto each other. We're going to the front. And sure as hell, you took me straight to the front, buddy.
We are at Atlanta this week, and I practiced earlier this week in a truck, and I got something for Filski.
Yeah?
I may have to nudge him out of the line, but I got something for him.
Let me tell you something. I've been racing trucks with Panda for a couple of seasons now, and that undoubtedly, in my mind, is, partner, the best race you've ever had, and I loved it for you. Boy, you were up there battling. It was an awesome race. I'm just glad I got in 5th place, because you and Filski just kind of worked me over and left me behind.
We were saving. I saved almost a lap. Well, 3/4 of a lap.
Well, I know you had to. You had to, because you went in a lap after me.
I did.
I knew you guys would have to save one.
I was running about 75, 7,600 RPMs trying to save gas, and Filski wasn't going to pass me. And then I ran out of gas.
All right,
that
guys.
was a great race.
Let's
get to Atlanta.
Guys. Yeah, let me get just. Oh no, we'll have a little bit more to discuss about this later, because I do have a couple questions for you, Panda, because that was amazing. So real quick, I just want to go over the yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was looking at here.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called. But there's a little snag in this that I'm supposed to bring up, and I don't know how to do it with a little bit of. I think my mom used to call it couth. So we'll get there, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
So the non-qualifiers this week. let's see, Shady Acres, and he's subbing for Stag this week in the 3-car.
Bingo.
You got, yep, Hollywood, Titanic Joe, Mr. Twoon, and then KSJ. You guys all know KSJ. Got moved to the 21 full-time for the rest of the season, replacing Trav. So Trav Nation, we're going to be down in the trucks and Xfinity with him. KSJ is going to be replacing him in that 21 car. Those are non-qualifiers.
Yes.
Row 8 is going to be DeReal. Row 7, you got Frankenstein's son. And we'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here right now for the rest of the night. My pick to win, because he is the 22 car, and I have a thing for the 22. Apparently, he picked me before the race started last night because I'm the 22 car, and he has a thing for the 22. So Jinx is my pick to win tonight in that 22, coming from row 7. Row 6 is going to be Dunlap and Dark Knight. Row 5 is Silenced and Visceral Killer. Row 4, Happy and Beastu.
Okay.
Row 3, King Pile and Death Before Dishonor.
Ooh.
Row 2. On the outside is going to be Hothead, and on the inside, in starting third, is going to be Schlinken. All right? This is where the Kuth needs to come in. Memphis is starting second, but during qualifying, they're going to let him keep his starting spot, but it has been just recently announced that Icy did get someone's draft and got the pole and is starting first, but they're going to let him keep it. So next week, they're definitely going to be looking at people trying to sneak in on that draft, and for that. But Icy, we're going to let him have it. He's on the pole this week, but that does give them something to be looking for next week in qualifying.
Well, isn't it true that they're supposed to turn the draft off during qualifying, so that can't happen?
I would have.
I don't know.
I think
That's
so,
what
but
the draft's supposed to be off. So, yeah.
Well,
you can't blame a guy for trying to get a fast time. In my mind.
And I see, and that's Biker. That's why you're so good, man. That's the driver coming out, and you're right there. But now the league runners, the people on this side of sometimes we make mistakes and we accidentally leave draft on, or we give more draft than what we're supposed to, or we give no draft. So sometimes things happen, and you kind of play with the cards you're dealt. So I'm just looking forward to tonight, and I'll go ahead and tell you tonight that it's going to be 100% about tires. I know you guys were talking about that a few minutes ago. I'll go ahead and tell you, yesterday, I think me and Biker spent more time with our crew on pit road than we really wanted to. And that was because the cheese grater that is Atlanta Motor Speedway was ripping through the rubber on my car.
Oh, yeah. It was.
Yes. I found a line here in trucks with Filski that he runs. And it saves the tires, but you still can't make that whole fuel run. I mean,
the first one, because once you get to the pit road and fix it, you can do it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't base anything you're doing.
Dean? Henson last night showed us that you can make tires last the fuel run.
Don't base anything you're doing tomorrow night off of last night. Trust me.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Don't
I'm
do
just
it.
Saying these
we
are
were
facts.
no.
The
Vanda.
race happened.
No.
We were on high draft.
Oh.
We didn't mean to be. It was a mistake.
Okay.
But
okay.
I need to I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all the boys in the race last night. I was expecting, if we were on high draft, for it to be much worse than what it was, and they kept it together. I'm very proud of those boys that raced last night who have never been in a high draft lap. There's some of them have never been in one, so they didn't know what it was like. And I am very proud of those Xfinity boys last night and the show they put on, and the fact that the oldest man in the field was in second place, close to winning that sucker, and the guy that just ripped us apart the whole race came out to win, and the new guy Henson, I mean, his car was on point, high draft, low draft, or no draft. That boy had a car last night. Dude, and I know what line you're talking about, because I was chasing it for a while and couldn't catch the little sucker.
See, and these guys, I only know about trucks. I practice, and I feel very comfortable in a truck here. These cup cars are a little different. They're faster, and you're going to wear your tires a little bit more, So we will see what happens here tonight. Who can save enough tires? It's not about gas. It's tires here.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, it's going to be adjustments, gentlemen. Tonight, people are going to be looking to make the right adjustments depending on what the track is like. You know, we know this is a cheese grater, and we know this track has 2 lanes you can run. You can run the bottom, you could run the top. You won't be as fast at the top, but you can save some tires. And I imagine some people somewhere will be running the top for a while to try to save their tires a little bit. They'll give up a tiny bit of distance on the track. But they'll do what they have to do, because in the long run, especially in stage 3, those who can run a little longer, I think, are the ones that are going to be a little better off.
I agree. I agree with that 110-fold right there. You gotta move up, and you gotta make a decision at the beginning of a stage that you're going to save tires. We're not saving gas here. It's tires.
No.
You know, you got to run that high line, and as you said, you are going to give up, maybe a second or two. But in the pits, when you come back out on freshies at the end, I think it might work out for someone.
Well, in the long run, in stage 3, if they can run the whole fuel run, which I believe here in Cup is 19 laps, maybe, because it's times 3. If you can run the whole fuel run, you might not have to take that one extra pit at the end in stage 3 to get to the finish. So it's going to be something.
Take 2 tires.
It's going to be something to look for, and I'll tell you what, Niner Dan tells you right now, if anybody takes 2 tires at Atlanta, you might as well label the back of their car with the word fool.
Biker, I have a rule. I have a rule, and Panda, listen to this very closely. And guys, if you're in the race and you're listening to this, listen to this very closely. If you are getting tires on pit road and the jack drops and the caution comes out, you need to get 4 more new tires, because your tires have been sitting on that asphalt too long.
That's right.
That's how much new tires mean to this thing. So if you touch that asphalt, get 4 new tires all the time. Guys, we can go ahead and join in right now.
We can join.
We can join. Okay. You know how it is, blue screen, so they won't hear anybody for a second. So guys, be right back. Holy cow, it's like they sent me one for the next month. Hold on, stop, Panda. They can't hear you. I'm on the blue screen.
Oh.
I want them to be able to hear this. This is important.
Okay,
all right.
So I'm in the race.
I'm getting there. Hold on. We are right now. I'm loading it right now. All right, here we go. We're loading in right now. Go ahead. They'll hear you. No, we're here.
So we're good.
Folds of Honor right here. Quick trip. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, HDRS Nation. I'm joined in the booth here with Niner Dan and Biker tonight. Canute could not make it. He is subbing in for this race. And this is the spectacle that is Hammerdown Racing Series. And we are here at Hotlanta. This is going to be a great track. And my pick tonight is going to be Dark Knight.
Oh, man, I think that's a good pick, bro.
It is.
I think that's a real good pick.
And my dark horse tonight is Rye. Hothead Rye is my dark horse this evening.
Wow.
So,
well, with that, let me tell you who I think is going to win this race tonight. And that's going to be the 17 of Titanic Joe.
Ooh.
That's who I think is going to win the race tonight. And if you want a dark horse, your dark horse is going to be Shalinkin in the 1 car.
I almost took Shalinkin to win tonight.
Would you? Okay, so everyone knows I picked Jinx because he's in the 22.
Yes.
But if I was picking without car,
goat?
Oh, he's not even my black goat, dude. He's going to be my white knight in shining armor tonight. And that is going to be none other than Shalinkin. I think that if Jinx doesn't do it, it's going to be because he was pushing Shalinkin to the win.
Okay, I like Shalinkin here. Shalinkin is fast here, and he is.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Icier in first. We have Shalinkin in second.
And just before Dishonor in the 48 car right there.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's somebody to look for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so weird seeing Death in that Jimmy Johnson 48 Chevrolet. I mean, I'm so used to seeing him in that Ford. You know,
that 41.
It's so different. And the 41's lead at Death is chasing his old car. You know?
It is. And we can't forget about that 88 of Happy. I've heard good things about Happy here. In that
Happy's in the 38.
No, yeah, no, that's hot. That is
88. The 88 now is hothead ride, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Okay. Do you remember last year at the end of the year, the car that is the 88 Peanuts car was my Happy Nuts car? So Hothead's driving it. Now it's my Hot Nuts car.
There you go. It's the Hot Nuts. Hey, and just to bring something up real quickly, I just wanted you to know, since he got such good comments last week about his car, that this week my boy Titanic Joe is running his second Sunny D scheme tonight.
Oh, there's two of them?
Oh, yes. Lordy, lordy. Here goes
Payne. I don't even like Sunny D.
You don't have to like it.
No,
dude.
But the scheme looks really good,
I swear, Panda, I'm going to kidnap you one night, and I'm going to make you share stream with me, and I'm going to go through every single paint scheme on this. I found new ones today I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, dude, every race there are new ones. Like, I didn't even know there was an I Love Bacon one. Like 3 months ago.
I knew that one.
Hey,
I love that one.
Like, getting back to the race, nothing much has changed. But boy, these guys are putting on a great show here.
There is a game caution out. The 14 in the wall.
Yep.
Oh, the 14. That is King Pile, is it not?
I believe that is.
That could be King Pile. I have a list.
And I'm sorry, guys, if I get loud and scream, it's because for the first time ever, I also have Race Command in my ear, I guess. Is that what we're going to call these guys over here in this right ear of mine, Race Command? And so I'm getting an inside information from...
I wish you used to do that.
Yeah, from the Discord, dude. And they,
They're heated over there. I can't keep up with it.
Well, sometimes I don't even like listening to my head. I can't imagine it's hard having 3 voices in my head right now.
You know?
Well, we're getting ready for the green flag, gentlemen. We do have the icy era on the inside and Shalinkin on the outside.
Guys,
with Death Before Dishonor.
Is that Twin in the McDonald's car?
No, that is...
No, Twin is in the 4 this year.
The 42. That's Memphis Phoenix.
Memphis, okay.
Did you see how Schlinken did that? He just came from that outside straight down. We were able. Big wreck in the back! Boom. Big wreck in the back!
Oh yeah!
That's going to be a caution. So what the 32, number is Schlinken in?
Schlinken's in the 1, the Monster Energy car.
He's in the Monster car.
Yeah,
okay, that's easy enough. Okay, and the 41 is icy. 48 is
Death.
Okay, 6 is silence.
Yeah,
we know that.
Twoon is in the 4 car.
Okay, Twoon is
our Daytona 500 champion, Daytwoon.
Okay. Yes.
42 is Memphis Phoenix.
We'll get these numbers down.
Yes, we will. It's a new season, and it's going to take a little while, but we'll get it down.
Hey, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are here with me.
And I'm glad you're here. Panda, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad to hear that you're feeling a lot better than you did last week because, man, I love you being in the booth with me and hearing what you have to say.
I was a little slackish last week. I will get that up. I was a little tired and hesitant. Like, I was in a bad mood, I guess, on top of everything. So I was just kind of hanging out. So.
Well, good. Well, you're good. You're good this week, and we're glad you're here, my friend.
Yep. I'm dealing with a lot of variables in my life right now, and we're trying to sort them all out. So we will be here.
42 kind of goes up the track a little bit.
6 car touched the butter.
He sure did. So the touching the butter, we hear that a lot from drivers. I touch the butter. So what that is, and it's really rough 2 weeks in a row now because we were at Daytona last week where when you touch that yellow line, it can end somebody's day. Here, same exact thing. If you get on that yellow line, I tell people try to stay.
Somebody just got into the 88.
I'm watching
Somebody's
the
into
leaders.
the 88. I can't see who it is.
These guys need to calm down a little bit. And
it's the 4 that was getting into the 88.
So that is Twoon. the Forest Twin, I know this now. We got the 12 car, the 42, the 34. So Jinx is driving the 34 machine.
No, Jinx is in the
Jinx
22.
is driving the 22 machine.
22. Okay, who is in the 24 car then?
The 24 is B Stu.
Stu is part of Hendricks.
Yes,
Okay.
and B Stu is the Hendricks captain, and Visceral is in the 12 car, the Penske captain.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we have our captains. It took us a couple races last season, so we'll get used to this.
So as I was saying, this yellow line here, especially on restarts, it doesn't shoot you up the track like it did at Daytona. It slows like that front side of your car down and tries to bring you around.
Yes.
So it tries to spin you out. It doesn't try to shoot you up the track. So you have to be very careful here with that yellow line.
We have restarted.
Yes. Okay.
We have restarted.
Icy is not leading now.
No.
That is death before dishonor.
Okay. That's death before dishonor.
And we got that 88 of the Hot Nuts car here.
Right
on that outside, the 34 is making a move in between the 12 and the 88. He looks like he's going to clear another Ford up here. Good deal. Let's get those Fords, 34s in the wall.
And that's that 30.
Yeah, he's way down. Oh, now he's in. Now he's wrecking. Oh, now he's up in the air, and now it's a mess.
Made contact there. I'm going to blame that on the 12 car not being aware.
I don't know. It looked like somebody in the back
he just took
that.
responsibility for it. He apologized, said it was his bad. He didn't really mean to do it. So
I think he got up and
but it's okay. So if you watched last night's race, it took us a stage to get through in that Xfinity race. But once we got past stage 1, it was clean sailing from there. So everybody just kind of settle in.
There was only one yellow after stage 1 in stage 2, and one yellow in stage 3.
Last night was awesome. It was good. I'm sorry, I got a mouthful of jerky.
Thank you, Panda. I appreciate the positive reinforcement of my horribly bad day that started off fantastic.
Dan, I'm not saying you did good last night.
The race in general. Oh, okay.
Most of the field did.
Oh, man.
Hey, me and Biker got to take our turn at the front for a little while.
So we did.
What's his name? Your guy, Field Filler.
And right now,
38
right now,
car. Wow.
You got Happy running out in front of Death.
Oh no.
He was mostly in the beginning of the field, and I'll tell you, Happy being out front
is a bad sign for everybody else.
For everybody behind him.
I told his line, dude.
His car runs very good in clean air, let me tell you.
And we have Happy and then 2 Hendricks cars, 24.
We do.
And the
one of Slinkin right behind them.
I'm right
but
with
guys,
Slinkin, and that
watch Happy.
Him.
Watch Happy. That car, I warned everybody today. Every time I talked to one of these Cup drivers, I said, do not let Happy get the lead. I said, if Happy gets the lead, he is the Ryan Newman of Atlanta. It will take an army to get around him because Happy will not come off that bottom line.
No, he won't.
No.
And right now, Schlinken's made a move.
Oh, Schlinken underneath Beastu.
Yes.
There we go. We got a pass. Schlinken's running
third. Be new
he
into
splits.
The wall.
Ooh. And then what do
looks
we
like
got
he's
behind
recovered
there? It looks like that is the 8 machine. Is that Jinx?
Be
no,
new
Jinx
is dropped.
22.
The 8 is dark.
Oh, what's going on? The 3 is around in the infield.
The 3 is around. The 21's around.
The 21's around.
Look at that 9 car. That is a beautiful 9.
Oh, 12 up silence.
12 up on silence.
Visceral hit the Visceral just barely touched that line, and man, did you?
We have Kim Pyle out of the race.
Yeah, so
he is lagged out of the race.
Yeah,
he is not moving in the pits. Dude, I like these green cars up front, and it's a 4. Come on.
Hey.
Dude, Schlinken's pushing. But you guys, so I figured out in a truck that you gotta lift a little bit when you're in the draft going around the corners, and it will help you rotate and get a better exit in traffic. So it's not full throttle here. So these guys behind the leader are gonna be lifting a little bit so they don't slam into each other.
It's
because
like
they carry this draft.
It's like a little tiny itty bitty Daytona.
Exactly.
It is. And we are full throttle. I mean, literally, you are full throttle.
And, you know, strangely enough, though, it's a little wider than Daytona.
Now, I want to point something
There
out.
we
This
go.
is also something that Race Control I kind of just heard it from Race Control a little bit.
We got the 10 car moved up to third.
So,
Or no, the 8 car.
something that you normally don't see here at Atlanta that Happy is forcing to happen right now with these guys is when they come off that corner, they're hugging that yellow line on the inside. That's not how you race Atlanta. You go out and go up by that wall. But because Happy runs that low line, they're all having to run behind him to be able to keep that draft going. So they're all running lower down the straightaway than they normally would.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why I'm saying that Happy, once he gets out front, he is going to be so hard. This is now Happy has full control of this race until he doesn't want control of this race anymore.
Away with him right now. And yes, so I have learned on this track that what you were talking about, getting down, starting high and almost dive bombing into the corner. Like, that's kind of how it is.
Yep.
You feel that bump in 1 and 2, and you get down.
And let me tell you, that bump in 1 and 2 on 20 lap old tires, that's not a bump.
Horrible.
That's a trampoline in 1 and 2.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you're not paying attention when you're going into 1 and 2, and right before it where that nice bump is, you could bump yourself right up and not get down.
And this is where, when you're building your setups, those high bumps and rebounds really, really work well for you on tracks like this. Auto Club, where else has Las Vegas has a couple bumps in it that I find I run a higher bump and rebound just because it keeps that car more stable gliding over those bumps. Now, they were pulling away that 38 and that 48. But that group behind them kind of got together, and those three have caught them with Schlinken in the back of that, pushing these three. What is that? The 41 of Icy, the 8 of Dark,
Icy.
the 8 of Dark Knight, and Schlinken. So the 5 of them have pulled away from that second pack there, and Dark kind of showing some muscle here, trying to get underneath Icy.
Wide. Going
I'm not
too
at my
wide.
TV right now. I am getting dinner started, so
no worries.
You
Go
guys
ahead
got
and
this.
take care of your dinner, bro.
Oh, we are. It's what are we having? Butternut squash. With,
Oh my gosh!
With a
I'm
turkey
so hungry.
Oh man, that sounds good. Hey Panda, you know what I had tonight?
tacos.
Sashimi, baby. I had
Right.
me some
Okay. So
fresh
right here we got
tuna.
is that the 17 car off into the grass? Sorry guys.
No. I think
Oh,
so.
Visceral's
I think so.
car's destroyed in the
Maybe,
front
but we're
end.
making dinner. Okay. Hang on.
Okay, so hey, if that's the case and you're going to go ahead and make dinner and you're going to let Connor help you, you can go ahead and turn your mic off for a moment, and myself and Niner Dan will take care of it. And we'll
yes.
get you back in here as soon as
Oh,
we can.
Happy Nuts! The Hot Nuts car just hit. Hot Nuts just hit the. Who's this? Oh, the Sunny D car. Oh no. I think they're calling. Nope.
No, there is no call.
There was two
There is
cars
no
spinning.
call.
I think that the.
Okay.
Did my earphone die?
Let's see.
I'm not sure, but you
Nope.
have the second group here.
This first group has checked out. I think they've left
Yes.
Atlanta, moved on to Las Vegas already, because this second group back here, I can't even see at the moment.
Second group is leaded by number 9 with
Oh,
the
there we
4
are.
of Twoon behind them.
Oh, they are bouncing everywhere down this backstretch. What I was saying earlier about those
are
bumps
bouncing.
there, they are just.
So that's Hollywood, Twoon, Hothead, and then the 42 is
Memphis Phoenix.
Is Memphis Phoenix.
Oh, the peanut car! Oh, the
Hot
2
Nuts!
car! Oh, no,
no.
the 2 car, the 22.
That could be a yellow.
Oh
That could
no,
be a yellow.
that's
they're wiped out
that's
on the inside.
a yellow. They need to call a red and get a hearse over here. That was a hard hit.
Doesn't look like anybody's slowing down.
Manual caution is out. I get it
There
in the
you
ear
go.
from race control, so they're going to bring out the manual here, racing back to the line. That was all. That looked like Hot Nuts got a little a little loose
it looks
there.
like his car bounced a little bit, and he was loose, and he went up, and that tells the whole story.
Yes, it does. Okay. Stuff.
Well, so just a simple question for those of you two who are in the know. How many laps is tonight race, and how many laps is this first stage?
100 laps.
No, I think it's actually almost like the
160.
Xfinity race. I think it's like 124, 100.
It's exactly, that's
160.
right. It is exactly the
Yes.
same as the Xfinity race.
Yes, it is.
So this first one should be 40 laps. The second one's going to be 37 laps. The third one's going to be 80 laps, I believe. Is that how that went?
And nobody, of course. Oh, somebody's staying out to get their lap back, it looks like, and everybody else is in the pits.
Well, we'll see how that works out for that person.
Well, they'll get their lap back and get into the pits and then catch up before the restart, I'm sure.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, hang on. You don't need to wash your hands yet. No.
So that was the 12 of Visceral Killer that got his lap back. Panda, turn your mic off.
Okay. Copy.
Yeah, because the sound of that food cooking is going to make me hungry, buddy.
I think
So,
he was running water,
it's the
right? He was
water
running
right
water.
now.
Yeah.
Well, that's
it's the
going to
water
make
running.
that's going to make me have to pee.
Okay.
So let's not do that.
Turn
All
it
right.
off.
The
All
30
right,
the
all
30
right.
is it the 38 car that's leading now? Yep, 38 car. So we're back to having old Happy pulling this
He's gonna
low
He's going to be
line.
trouble if he keeps staying out front, I'm telling you that.
Now, see, I don't know because you've got a hungry 13-year-old going to be all over the back of him, and we've already seen that one car is super fast. So we're going to see something here. I think possibly going into turn one if you're impatient, because we are getting down to the end of stage one.
And right now you got Visceral Killer trying to catch up with the pack for the restart.
I'm trying to get to Discord. Because they have all the YouTube channels that are flowing there on, and I'm trying to figure out what lap we're on. Oh, wait. I have race control in my ear. Never mind, I can figure that out quick.
Why does it look like we're back to racing? Oh, Happy finally figured it out, and he's slowing down, waiting for everybody. I think he didn't know he wasn't racing or out of the pits or something. But they're going to have to get lined up here, and they're still stretched out.
So right here, they're trying to get they're picking inside or outside. So when they do the manuals, they do get one extra lap here, because here with manuals, you get to pick inside, outside. You get to pick, and then the leader gets to pick which lane he wants, and it takes a lap to get going. So here we are. We're going to go back, and we're going to have 9 to go here when they get the green flag.
And you're right, Shalinkin got right down behind Happy, and it looks like the field started really slow. Looks like Happy got a little jump, and the rest of everybody just wasn't quite with it yet.
Yeah. Now, I was what kind of media guy would you be if you weren't out talking with the drivers before the race? So I actually got in a couple lobbies with a few of them earlier, and I do know that firing off this one car has got some really good fire-off speed with a full tank of gas. The 48 car, I mean, he is... All right, now, excuse me, I was misinformed. This is now 10 to go in the stage. The 48 car has the ability to push anybody and make them faster. I mean, I have seen that 48 car pushing people today, and he's good up front, but he's better right behind somebody who will push them past whoever they need to go, whoever needs to get by somebody. So if someone does jump to the outside of Happy, I see Death Before Dishonor jumping up there and pushing that guy right on by.
Well, right now, It looks like the guys in the back are going to have to get together and do something, or the guys in the front are going to walk away from them again.
Man, Schlinken is just staying with Happy this time. That 4-car of Twoon right there, our Daytona 500 champion, trying to get up on the outside and get something going, but Death just dove under, or didn't dove. Twoon opened it up for him. He just went underneath, and he was trying to bring his teammate Stu with him, but nope. Twoon able to get down there and get that 4th spot. Schlinken looks to the inside, and he can pass below the yellow line here. We don't have the Daytona rule where you can't get below that yellow line, but he's doing exactly what he needs to do right there.
Happy gets to Happy's quarter panel, trying to.
That's right. That's it right there. When Happy comes off that corner and he starts to get a little loose, that backside's going to come up, but the front end's going to stay down. That's enough to wedge your car in there and get him loose a little more and get underneath him and get that position. And Schlinken has figured that out.
Schlinken's being pushed by Death too, so that's a big help.
And like I said, Death will push you wherever you need to go. So when you make your move, make sure you have him going with you. So coming down, I believe it's 6 to go. Man, you know, in practice this week, I've put probably 500 laps around Atlanta this week. And I did one whole practice with what Happy's doing right here, and it wore the snot out of my tires. So I don't see him being able to do this on a long run, but these short runs they're getting right here, he can do this all day long.
And these 6 cars are putting a little gap on the people behind them. The tail end of this 6 is the Icy era.
It's nice to see Icy having a great run here, sat on the pole. New this year over here to the Cup Series, and showing why he got drafted. I mean, he's beating and banging with the best of them up here in the front 6.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm kind of floating back here in the field, and it looks like Shady is back there with the 2 and the 21. The 21 of KSJ riding the high line more than the low line, probably trying to save tires. Why, I don't know. We have Hollywood being pushed by Titanic in the 17 with silence right on Titanic's tail. Kind of working back through the field and giving the guys a little bit of air time. I'll tell you what though, these 6 up here, they look like they're getting a little antsy to me and getting ready for this finish. How many laps would you say we have left, Dan?
Oh, we're coming down on 1 to go here when they get to the flag. Now, let me tell you, back in the day, you used to see Dale Jr. be able to get the lead in a Talladega Daytona race, and he would run the high line, he'd run the low line. Wherever he ran, everybody followed. That's what I see here. I just see a big, he's the Pied Piper, and everybody's following him around this track. And I keep hearing it from the guys here. I mean, they're on that bottom line, and they ain't moving. So Happy knows exactly what he's doing.
They better do something right now, or Happy's going to take this stage, and they're just going to end up right where they're at.
So if you were Schlinken, would you go for it now, or do you know, hey, there's another stage in a long race ahead of me. I don't want to get Happy on my bad side, seeing what he can do.
Well, not only that, but you don't want to make a move that might mess you and the others behind you up and cause some bad accident either. Just take what you're given at this point. It's the first
excuse me.
stage,
So here
like
we are.
said.
This is the white flag right here. I'm sorry about that. This is the white flag.
No worries. No worries. Let's see what they do here. Let's see if
I say Schlinken goes for it.
Move.
I say Schlinken goes for it. Yes, he's trying. That little kid's trying. Let's go for it,
looks
Schlinken.
Like he tried to get him on the outside, trying to work it. It didn't work. So now let's see if he gets down low. It looks like he's trying to get down and he couldn't.
Give it up for Schlinken, man. I mean, he was high, he was low, he was trying. He tried, I mean, that's...
he's doing great in this race, and like he said, he's both our dark horses, so we'll see what happens.
He's your dark horse. He's my white knight in shining armor tonight.
Well, okay.
But
your pick is Jinx, so he's your second pick.
Well,
just like
I mean,
mine.
Jinx is going to be my pick every week until either I in the 22 or he in the 22 wins a race.
Well, I don't think that's going to be long off for either one of you. I think you guys are both excellent racers, and you guys have great cars, and I don't think we're going to be deep in the season before I see either one of you guys winning a race.
I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so. But you know what? The way my season's going, I think the pace car's going to win a race before me. Speaking of pace car, here we are going back to green flag in stage 2.
What an intro, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going with Happy being pushed by Death now, with Twoon on the outside pushing Shalinkin, when you got Icy on the outside pushing Twoon, and you have Death or Benu Stew on the inside behind Death, but Shalinkin's already dropped down in that second position behind Happy.
Yeah, dude. So last night, it happened quite a bit in the first 2 stages, too, with all those restarts. That guy in second, I don't know if you're talking to the guy in third saying, hey, I'm coming down, or if you just know that the guy in first is going to get just a little bit of a oomph start. And oh no, Jinx is around.
No,
Jinx in the 17.
Around.
Oh, the 17, the 34, the 3.
Yeah, this has got to be a yellow right here, guys.
So did Schlinken get the lead before the yellow came out?
That could be interesting to find out right now.
That could be a game changer.
Could be. Could be. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Now I'm looking at the pole sitter right now, and he's back in the middle of the pack somewhere now. I don't know what happened, why he ended up back there. But that's where he's at. Gonna see how they line up here.
Yeah,
it's gonna be it's a game yellow, so the game's gonna decide who goes where at this point in time, and we'll see. But it's good to see. It's good to see Benu Stew up at the front fighting for it. He's a great guy. He's got good cars. He's a good racer. It's good to see him up there fighting for it, because he could definitely work somebody over if he gets a chance.
Yeah, but I want to give a shout out, Canute. I know you're out there watching us, giving us some info on the old YouTube. Thank you. 167 laps tonight. See, you're still giving us the help we need here in the booth when you're not even here. And Happy is the defending winner here. See, Canute's just full of these little tidbits that I need, and I wish he was here in my other ear.
And, you know, and the sad thing is now Canute's at the back of the pack, and I'm sure he'll start to work his way up sooner or later.
Silence down in the grass.
Looks like Death caught a little wall. Looked like he was pushed up there by somebody. I didn't see who. And Shalinkin has dropped back to 6th place. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. He sure has. Hot Nuts has moved up into 3rd, it looks like.
He sure has.
And run along with Jinx here. Wait, no, I'm not going to do that. I promised him I would not ride along with him, because I do believe in the broadcaster curse. I don't know who to ride along with now. I don't want to curse anyone.
Run along with Phoenix back there. I mean, what the heck?
Well, we just pulled Biker. All right, well, we're going to ride around with Phoenix. That's what Biker said, so we'll go with that one. Sorry, Phoenix.
He's in 2nd place, so you get to... Hey, it's not going to happen. He's in 2nd. He's behind Happy. What's going to happen is well behind him, I'm sure. Who's coming down?
Pushed up a little bit there.
Yeah, he did. And you got Dark. You got Twoon. You got Twoon trying to get under Memphis right now and catch that second spot. Being pushed by Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you can get, and I'll tell you what too, these boys don't need to make a mistake and let Dark Knight get up there behind Happy.
42 went high.
Yes.
They did. So we have. Who is that leading? Is that the one?
You have Happy, Dark Knight, Hot Nuts.
And
you
then
have
Hot
the
Nuts.
9.
Okay.
Then you have the 9 of Hollywood, and the 41 of the Icy Era.
Dude, I like that Speedy Cash Ford. That 38 is nice. Why didn't you run that Jinx more last year? You should have. So we got Happy.
And right now, if I'm seeing, Hollywood just got taken out by Ryan, look like.
And there's a green card.
And the 17, a Titanic Show.
Yep, the 17
got
is
taken
flipping
out.
on my screen. Ooh,
The 9 of
who's that tumbling in there? The 34 car tumbled in.
The 9 of Hollywood. Well, you know, again, I
Took
think
a right turn.
Man,
Looked like
you know,
to me.
let me tell you how realistic this game is. That nobody would have lived through what he just did. I think he went up in the air 3 different times by 3 different cars running into him. That was one of the coolest wrecks I've ever seen on this game. Sorry, Hollywood, but I loved that wreck. I give it a 10. 10 on the flips, buddy.
Okay, guys.
So,
I'm trying to find my beer.
So that was just, and they said that was just, you know, Twoon kind of got in the grass a little bit, came back up, and when you get in the grass here, it's so.
And here we got the restart
hard
with
to,
Happy
get
on
out
the
of the
inside
grass.
and Dark Knight on the outside. And Dark Knight, ladies and gentlemen, is the defending Cup champion from season 3. So there's no messing around. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. You got the Icy Era right behind Happy now, the pole sitter.
All right, and my pick right there, Jinx, right behind Dark Knight, and he's trying to go up. Yeah, here we go.
Don't
the 42.
3 wide.
Don't anything happen to Jinx. Don't anything happen to Jinx.
Nope, I'm riding with Dark Knight. Jinx just happens to be in the picture. I'm riding with Dark Knight. Jinx is just in the picture. So
Dark Knight has lost him a few spots, and he's faded back, and he caused it to go 3 wide.
Oh, we have Happy, Icy,
we have Happy,
and then
Icy, Shalinkin,
and then the 42.
Icy up. Schlinken gets underneath him. The 42.
42's pushing.
The 42.
The
Memphis Phoenix.
Below him.
Man, Memphis Phoenix. He wasn't here last week for Daytona. Shady was in that car.
Right on his tail.
So Memphis.
Shady did a great job in that car last week too.
Fantastic. Won a stage in that car last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, with Panda over here cooking and the McDonald's car running 3rd, my God.
What?
I am hungry, dude.
McDonald's.
No, you're cooking and I'm hungry and McDonald's is right in front of me.
Well, you better turn your air fryer on and get some French fries going, bud.
There you go.
A little bit of oil and some Montreal seasoning. That's all you need. Oh, we got a caution. End of stage. They are slowing down.
That is not the end of the stage, I tell you that.
Okay.
Man, there was some major thunder here right now.
We are.
Let me tell you.
Ooh, and Happy is still leading this race. And as you guys said earlier, it's going to be hard to knock Happy out of the lead unless he hits.
He's not going to be leading this race only if something happens to him.
I was going to say, the only person with the way that he runs this track, and if you think you were watching last night, you were watching, what's his name, Henson? I'm just kidding. Henson. I know you're watching Henson. That's my buddy. We don't have teams in Xfinity, but that's my teammate. All right, we work together, sun up to sundown every day. But
and look who's up on the outside. All of a sudden,
silence
next to Happy is silence.
It's the 6th car.
But look, silent or shoot, Happy. The only person that can beat Happy is if Happy touches that yellow line and someone is on his bumper. That's the only thing that can beat Happy from here on out.
Well, Memphis Phoenix is right on his bumper right now, so we'll see what happens.
This is a good time for Ricky Bobby.
Memphis was down below the yellow.
You know what? John Gerard in Talladega Nights said, I'm going to make this car 3-4 lanes wide, and that is what Happy is doing.
Oh, exactly.
Now. He is running that line where you can't get under him. You can't get on the outside of him.
He's got the famous 60-foot wide bumper.
What is Memphis and Schlinken doing? Holy cow!
I don't know.
They are trying to get. If you can't get by Happy on the low side, you better team up and get by him on the outside. And these young kids have figured that out.
That 42 is gonna. Oh no.
Oh, they're not. Hey, Dark's up there too, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yes. Lincoln is being pushed by Dark, and that 42 is just sitting out there, running that high side.
And he comes back
there he goes, in front of silence.
Yes, exactly.
And now we got Lincoln running right
and Schlinken is doing this kid is so impressive. Now I understand I would hear so much stuff coming from you guys about this Wonder Boy in your truck series last year. Oh, Schlinken, 3 wide underneath. Go, Schlinken.
Look at it.
Schlinken, 42 go underneath. 38.
Holy cow.
Phoenix.
There it is.
That 42 gave Schlinken quite the push. Holy cow, that was.
He did.
Look at that. Okay.
Man, that was
we
an
are in
see a little-
stage 2 here.
Oh, happy up. Got pushed up to the wall and bounced off.
Yo,
And
that
you
was
can see,
And
veterans
he's
making those
losing
moves.
a lot of
dude,
spots.
running in the front is a very good thing here.
Oh, well, right now, look at what Shalinkin and Memphis Phoenix are doing to the rest of the field all of a
I'm
sudden.
still watching Happy right here, and he's dipped down, and he's gotten back into the groove
Yeah.
here. The 12 car is behind him. We'll see what happens.
So
And
so
the 48 is in front of him.
so with that with Happy, Dark got into him a little bit. He didn't really mean to. He apologized. I mean, it happens here. It's so hard to do it here at
Yes.
Atlanta. But we are racing back to a manual caution right now. So these two on the outside seem to be racing back.
And we will. I think Shalinkin's gonna take it to the line.
Now, the one thing I didn't see is how
You know-
Shalinkin got underneath Happy. That could be interesting.
Well,
it was
an interesting
that
take.
Bump. It was
It
that
was the
from
bump.
Dark Knight. Yes.
You know,
And
and
Shalinkin and the
Well,
42 just
Dark
held
Knight
that
wasn't
bottom.
behind. Shalinkin's in the 1, and the 42 is Memphis Phoenix, and
it-
it had to be Memphis Phoenix that
Yes.
helped him push by. But I guess what I'm saying is I didn't see exactly what the move was.
Did Dark Knight bump Happy?
No, I
Is
don't
that
think
what-
so.
Okay, so it was like
So-
the 42 or someone that had bumped Happy up the track a little
so
bit.
it was. Wow. So I believe it was
We're all in the pits here.
a bump. They are. They're going.
Was
and they're
it
doing.
a bump or was it just
It-
Happy taking that outside line?
We're gonna have to wait and find out. I think I heard something, but it might have been
Okay.
something else.
Okay.
And I do
Happy
know
May
that
just
that the
took it
spot
high.
where it happened, there is a huge bump in the track.
Yes, there is.
So
yes, there
you know,
is.
sometimes the track will hurt you more than the people around you.
Okay.
We'll just have to wait.
Yes,
We'll have to wait and find out. I'm sure,
now-
but everybody's in the pits right now
you
trying
know,
to do their thing.
Frankenstein's heavy-duty truck parts. That is a beautiful 2-car. Alliance, black and yellow. That is nice.
So Schlinken looks like he might win the race off pit road here in the 1. He
is.
does.
He did win
Does
the
he?
race off pit road.
So
yes, he did.
So here Panda. So you notice the line that Happy was running, and you noticed the line last night that the 5 car was running. If it was me, and I was racing for $1 million, I would pick Happy's line every time. All right, so remember that tomorrow night. If that middle line ain't working for you, and you got people all over your bumper, just grab that yellow line and stick to it, son.
Oh no,
That's
don't worry.
right.
Don't worry. I already know my strategy for that for tomorrow night.
Just
I
hold
feel
it.
comfortable in a truck here, as long as I can be out front and not battling traffic.
Where is that one?
Well, I'm sure if myself and Niner Dan have anything to say about it, you're
No,
going to
you
be
guys will
battling
be up
some
there,
traffic.
whatever.
You're
But,
going to be
you know,
battling
Well-
some traffic.
Consensus is, if
Well-
you're in the lead here, it's a lot easier of a race.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
You know,
I
and
agree with
trying
that.
to catch someone here is like pulling. You know,
And the
your
green flag is
toenails
back out with Slinkin pulling away.
with the
and that
42 and
42
the 32
coming.
Drop.
And that 32 at Dunlap on the outside trying to get a good run, but it just, that outside lane just doesn't. He gets down,
I
though.
almost
Look at
said
that.
Dark Knight in the
He was able to get
32.
down.
That's
And
Dunlap in the 32.
it
Okay.
is, and their biker. I'm sorry. I am so sorry to announce this right here on live national Hammerdown Racing Network television, but I have retired from the Truck Series. I will be a viewer and a watcher and cheering on my guys over there. Biker, I'm definitely going to be cheering you on tomorrow night, but I'm going to have to pull for my boy Panda tomorrow. The most, because, he only races in one series a week, so hopefully Panda can pull one out, but I've decided
I hope so.
I am no good at those slider trucks. You guys have to do too much work for me. Like
Yeah.
it takes 3 pit stops to get your car even close to
Yes.
being where you want it. So
Yes.
I'm good
Yes.
on that. All right, we've got the young guy of Schlinken out here leading this train. And did he learn from Happy? Is he going to stick to that bottom line, or is he going to go up and get that hot run coming off the corner?
Hollywood's into Happy.
Oh,
Happy's
Happy
into
in
the
the
wall.
wall.
And we got Twoon. Twoon has worked his way up to 3rd, 4th.
The 32 of Dunlap up in the wall.
Yep. He touched
Icy.
the wall, so I believe
Getting
the 8
enough of
is
them.
going to come underneath.
That was the
Or
41 of Icy.
41. Yeah, 41 of Icy. There it is. Not the 8. And Lincoln, our youngest driver here, number 2 overall draft pick. Dark Knight seen something in him, and he took him. So,
FRR Favre chiming in. That one car out front looking good. I have to think that might be because Favre used to drive the one car, or would that be because Favre actually knows Lincoln and knows it's looking good, or he knows what a good car looks like? But either way, Favre, that one car looks fantastic. Oh, wait, I got it. Never mind. He said, and the 4 car. And the 4 car's looking good. There we go.
Dude,
that's his car now. So
right there. So a little backstory on Shalinkin. Shalinkin was in Weekend Warriors, not a racer. He just chimed in on the broadcast, and he asked if he could join Hammerdown. I gave him a shot.
Okay, we got in the infield. You have Dark Knight spinning
Dark Knight
out.
spinning again in the end. Oh no!
Ooh, Dark is around. Dude, Twin is holding that outside line. And there's no caution. These guys are still full throttle. We got the 1, the 42, the 4, and
I haven't heard for Emmanuel. I'm not sure if it's.
If it's only one
It's
car,
only one
they will
car,
not
so I don't
call
think
it.
they
Is
do
that
it.
the
Yeah.
22 of Jinx running 5th.
That is the 22
There's
of
the
Jinx
22.
running
There we
fifth.
go. With the 48,
With the 48
right
of Dark,
him.
or
Boy,
Death
I'll
Before
tell you,
Dishonor.
Memphis is having a hard time holding that number 2 spot between Twoon and Shalinkin.
So
Looks like his car's a
Twin
little
is hunting
loose.
that bottom.
well, that
Looks
but
like his car's a little loose.
so I don't want to give away too many secrets here, but I did talk with somebody this week who said they think they found out that you can raise your rear ride height a little bit and kind of mess with the air coming off the car behind you. And I've never tried it. I've never wanted to screw with someone else's air, but that could be something that's happening. If you learn something like that, it could mess with the guy behind you's air and make them all, jump around a little bit.
So, in the truck practice, I don't know if it was Crimson or...
Hey, I'll tell you what,
Husky.
right now, I
They
think
were
the big
saying
news
up
is
that
that
right
Jinx
rear.
has moved
Up
into
it.
3rd place.
I'm trying not to... Oh, no, I'm stuck on him. I'm trying not to watch him. He is in 3rd.
Uh-oh, we got somebody
we got a little
loose
bit
here.
of contact back there.
32 by the 32 and the 48.
We're going to get up here. So that Smithfield, King Pile's out of the race. Poor
Yes.
Smithfield car. They make awesome bacon.
All right,
Formerly
Jinx
known
gets
as
Jinx
Farmland.
hits the butter, comes back up, and Dunlap there to save the day.
Woo. And the
Uh-huh.
6 cars on the outside of them. We got the 22, 32, 4, all on the inside. The 48 and the 6 are making that high
Oh,
side.
Dunlap trying to
Whoa, whoa,
dive
whoa, whoa.
underneath Jinx.
Dude, he didn't get there. Didn't get there. He's going to stay on that high side. Mr. Jinx is
Well, those
running
guys
that high
are
side
working
too.
the high side, but now they're coming down in front of Jinx, so I think Dunlap's
There we
going to
go.
be hung out
Yep.
to
But
drive
on the
in.
outside, hold on a minute. Is the 42 on the outside of the 1? He
is.
Yes.
got there. Holy cow.
Well, he did. He did
But
get
he
there,
couldn't
but
hold it.
through the
Didn't
corner,
have enough.
you're not going to hold it. You're not going to hold it.
Now
You gotta
that
have
now
the draft here.
we do something I did forget. The 2 up front are teammates, so hopefully they're not going to run each other too difficult here, because tires are still something that can blow at any
Yes.
moment in this race.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right.
And we have teammates up front. So we got Shalinkin and the 42. And then they're followed closely by the 48, the 6, the 22.
And the 4.
The 4. And then, we can't. The 88's back there.
Hollywood
The
gets spun
32.
by Beast 2 trying to get to pit road.
Right now, Twoon is
Huge wreck in the back. Caution.
Wow, Twoon's was just getting underneath the 22 of Jinx here.
Toon is still there. Toon is right there, side by side with the
All
22.
right, so we're racing back to the caution here. And this is a
Racing
great,
back to the
the
line
most timely
for
caution of
Emmanuel.
all, as we were starting to get green flag pit stops. This is going to hurt some people, but for these front
Ooh,
runners,
I think the
this
22
is going to be
gonna
great.
get under the 6 here.
Oh, and Jinx
there.
beats Silas
He
back to
does.
the line.
Yes,
So Jinx,
beat the 26 to the line, or the 6 car.
I want you to know,
with the 4 following.
I want you to know if that was me in the 22 car, I would have
What's up?
lifted. I would have lifted so I could start on the ends. Oh, we get to pick a line. Never mind, we get to pick our lanes here. But still, I would have lifted.
I understand your thought process, and it's a damn good one.
I would have lifted. I would have lifted just to make sure I didn't get that outside line.
Okay, they're lining up to go into the pits.
They are, and really, you're right. A shout out to Jinx, man, coming from 14th position up to 4th place in that beautiful, beautiful Pennzoil number 22 car. But I mean, just because he's my pick because he's a 22, I still think Schlinken has got him some power under that monster hood, buddy.
I'm still sad that there's no Bass Pro Shops car in this series this year.
Oh, but there is. The 3 car could be a Bass Pro Shop Series, whatever it wants to be.
That's true story, but I'm talking about the great number 19 of Martin Truex Jr.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Well, Panda, I think I'll be here. I don't think I'm going anywhere.
Well,
I know. I think when Panda gets back, I might go somewhere, but I'm not telling you where I'm going. Anyway, the leaders are out of the pits. They're coming down to the backstretch where they're going to pick and decide whether they want to start on the inside or the outside. And it looks like Memphis wants to stay up top. It looks like Twoon is moving up top behind Memphis. So you're going to have Schlinken on the inside with Memphis Phoenix on the outside of him. You're going to have Death behind Schlinken. You're going to have Twoon on the outside of Death. And you're going to have the 22 of Jinx behind Death on the inside on the 3rd row. Oh, they're bumping bumpers.
So there's going to be 11 to go here at the line for stage 2.
Oh, and here we go. Boy, Schlinken got a big jump right there. I don't know if the countdown was very good. I mean, he walked away from the pack there.
I'm not sure. In my view, he was in the restart zone. I'm not quite sure what was said, but he was in the restart zone. So we're green. We've got coming up to 10 laps to go when we cross the finish line in the stage 2 of the Quick Trip Sonner 500. And the 42 car back there pushing his teammate, trying to hold off our Daytona 500 champ Twoon.
That's right.
But don't look too far. There is a hungry 22 car right behind that 4.
He's right on his tail.
And I can tell you, Jinx is ready
and
to
hot
get
nuts right behind him.
Jinx is ready to get it.
Looks like Twoon has come up.
Oh, Schlinken came up a little too.
He lost.
So here goes Jinx.
He's going to lose a spot to Jinx here.
Oh, Jinx ain't afraid of that bumper on the last lap of nothing, buddy.
Twoon come down and got the nose of the 48 to Death, but he came back up and got off him.
Now that's something that's really
lose his 3 spots here as Hot Nuts goes by him.
Yeah, and you can't blame Twoon on that or anybody there, man. Here at Atlanta, the even high draft, low draft, whatever, the closing rate is so quick that when you look to your left and you see that opening and you dive down there, by the time you go to grab there's somebody there. And it happens all the time. So and when you go to overcorrect, that's when the accident happens. When you try to get away from him, that's when you spin out. So Twoon did a really good job there of not causing an accident.
He did a great job. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to say something. He did a great job of getting off of him and not causing any trouble.
All right, Schlinken got on the butter, got up a little high coming out of there. We're coming down. I think there's about 7 or 8 laps to go here. We're going to get a count here in a second. I think I'll give me a count of 5. The McDonald's car up. Wait, whoa, he's up. What does that mean? Uh-oh. That means Jinx is up to 2nd.
Oh, boy. Look at this.
And Death before Dishonor and Happy Nuts or Hot Nuts. Sorry, Happy was last season. This year they're hot. Pushing them to the front.
Myself and Dan were talking to Jinx before this race tonight, and he was actually really excited. He didn't care about where he was starting. He said it was a long race, and he thought he had a real good chance to be up front and win this thing. And right now he has shown by moving from a starting position of 14th, being up in 2nd right now.
Now he's all over the back of Schlinken. But knowing Jinx, he
just
got
hit
a
the
little
butter.
too down. Oh, Jinxie.
Got the butter, and he's going to lose a few spaces here. Luckily, just a couple of guys got by him.
Had he not got by him, I think I can say, Jinx is that kind of guy who he sees that 13-year-old kid up there leading, about to get his first ever stage win. I don't believe that Jinx would put the bumper to silence for a stage win, but don't get between Jinx and the checker flag at the end of the race. That's how I feel on the last lap. I think if he had the opportunity on the last lap of the race, he would do it, but not for a stage win. Oh, well, Death gets a little. I feel like that one car is slowing up the line. Hold on, this one car seems to be slowing up the line so much, trying to get into the corner, staying on the bottom. He doesn't have that. He's not a veteran like Happy, being able to run that bottom line like Happy does.
Well,
and he's getting confused.
Maybe he made some adjustment on that last pit that he thought he needed, and it's not quite working for him either.
All right, so no more manuals the rest of this. There's less than 5 to go in the stage.
Oh, yeah.
But right here, it's happening right here, Biker. It's happening right here. So what's happening is Slinkin saw Happy doing such a great job on that bottom, and down there holding that. I gotta take them out of my ear. Sitting down there holding that low line. He's not used to how you have to feather that throttle, but keep the speed up to maintain that low line. And he's stacking up the field, but he's going fast enough they can't get around him on the outside. But leave it to Death to try.
They're realizing what he's doing now, and I think they're getting away from him. And you got side. Jinx was doing a pretty good job there until Death left him, and Memphis gave him a little door rub up top. And, I'm looking at this tri-oval area of the track, and you can see a lot of tracks of cars going across the grass right there. Well, folks, let me tell you, Niner Dan will tell you, that's not the way to go. That is not the fastest way through the tri-oval.
Wait. Oh, wait. We weren't supposed to go through the grass? Oh. Well, shoot. You know what? I need to write an apology letter to my crew chief, because I told him that I thought I had a lawnmower last night, not a race car. So, all right, guys. I think this is the last lap right here. Can Schlinken hold off Death?
And Memphis has lost it to the outside. He's going to lose some spots. And
that monster car is trying to hold off Death before Dishonor coming to the end. Of stage 2. Death has got a great run on the outside.
He looks like he's got it. Does he got it?
Slinkin got it.
Oh, it was close though, wasn't it? I was actually back here.
I gotta go to a video replay here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see here.
I was back here over the top of Twoon's car watching this all take place.
Yo, help me out with that. Who got that stage win? Slinkin Death Ride Jinx. Wow, Jinx. I see Memphis Twoon, Dunlap, Silence, Dark. That's your top 10. I think I said all those right. I feel like I'm getting an education tonight in this whole how to listen, talk, and chew gum at the same time thing.
Oh, well, there you go. You haven't tripped and fallen yet, have you? You haven't tripped and fell, so I think you're doing a great job. But right now, you got Shalinkin starting on the inside. You have Hot Nuts on the outside. You have Death behind Shalinkin. You have Jinx behind Hot Nuts. You have the Icy Era behind Death. And you have the 42 of Memphis Phoenix on the outside.
I think I might get some hate mail from Hothead tomorrow for this whole new Hot Nuts thing.
For this whole new Hot Nuts thing.
I'm sorry, Hothead. I love the Peanuts car. It was new to me at the championship race last year. I'd never seen it before, so it gave me Happy Nuts, and now you give me Hot Nuts. I love the Nuts car. I would never drive a Chevy though, but I love the Nuts car. They dive below. He dives low. It's awesome, man. He dives low, doesn't give Jinx that opening, but Jinx has an opening there. Dive low, Jinx, to get in there. Oh, did he get it? The 42.
Look at this. So the 88 takes the lead, but leaves the door open for Death. And Death of the 48 takes the lead, gets a little rub off the 88. And then you have the pole sitter, Icy Era, right behind Death, moving into second place. And this is the stage that it counts.
It is. So this stage is going to be like 80 laps. I mean, it's...
Yes,
oh, the
it's a
42
long
of
one.
Memphis Phoenix around. This one should bring out a game caution right here, buddy. This was a hard hit.
How many cars did we get in that?
There was a couple of them.
The 42 still sitting against the wall. He's just sitting there. Oh, he didn't lag out, I hope.
No, but it looks like B-New Stu lagged out.
No, Memphis Phoenix is back going now. Well, they just passed the start finish, so that wasn't a game caution.
All right, guys, we did call out the manual caution, so they need to be slowing down right here. They should already be slowed down.
They are slowing down now. They're slowing down.
Yeah, the manual
now,
came out before they hit the line. So, yeah. So there's.
Oh, B-New Stu lagged out.
Yeah,
oh,
B-New lagged out, man. The guy who did everything he could last week to win that Daytona 500, give good effort in that 24 car.
Yeah,
man,
did.
quick to leave tonight, which stinks. It's early in the season though, and this is a really long season. I think we're going all the way till after New Year's, of what I heard.
I think in the beginning of January. Yes.
Yeah. So this
is when the season's ending.
So not only is season 4 going to be the best and the greatest, I think it might even be like the longest. And I'm excited about it.
Hey, the one good thing is, remember this, and I'm going to look it up. We actually started this season a week earlier than we were going to begin with. So if you look at the seasonal dates of the schedule, and you have to go in to Discord, actually to the rules, to find those dates. You can't see them on the schedule. But if you look at the rules, and you go up to where the schedule is, or down to where it is, I can't remember. Oh, up to where it is. It said that this race, oh, they changed the date, so let me see where we're actually going to end this race. The championship 4 at Iowa is on December 9th.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little sooner than we thought. So you get the round of 12. Actually starts, let me see here. The round of 12 starts on October 14th.
Hold on okay, Biker, hold on 1 second. Oh,
sure.
Okay, so they're under a manual here. So we're going to go around one more time because we got a car trail trying to catch up in the back.
Okay.
And you said the championship race is at Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's on December 9th.
Which is a great day.
The round of 12 starts back in October.
Okay.
The playoff first round starts on October 14th at Talladega. The round of 8 starts on November 11th.
Okay.
And the championship race is on December 9th. So that's it for all you fans out there to have a basic idea of when things are going to be going on. But right now it looks like we're going to have Hothead.
Yes,
on the inside.
Hothead. We're going to Hothead.
Yes,
Hothead.
I did that. I did that on purpose.
I have to do. Well, I can't look at the car whenever I'm saying
and
it.
Who's on the outside? I can't quite see. I
that is the 41 of Icy.
Well, there you go. So you got the 48 of Death behind Hothead. You got the 17 of Titanic Joe behind Icy. And then what do we got going on here?
I'm not sure because that bumper
it
is
looks like the 4 of Twoon behind Titanic Joe, who actually is his brother.
Nope, Dark. It is Dark behind the 48. Yeah.
Yes, that is Dark. I just got on him.
All right, and Slinkin right behind Dark, pushing him through. The top 4 have broke away from that outside line. Happy, Hothead up in the wall a little bit, coming down. Now that so now we have 2 veterans out front. Are we going to see this bottom line stick in what they've been doing all night long with who can hold the bottom line the best?
Boy, it's getting shaky.
It is getting shaky. And the caution is out. So I'm going to have to,
I don't see anything that happened.
Visceral lost it on the apron, kind of got a little loose there and just, it brought out the caution. And this, I believe, is a game caution here. So
wow, there was who else was involved in that?
I'm not sure.
These are relaxed cautions.
They are.
There's got to be 3 cars, or it's not going to call it at all. But obviously, it has.
It is, but I've noticed that this game seems to favor the 12 car when it calls cautions.
Well, there's a reason. They have a close relationship.
Yes. So if it was you out there leading, would you want to try to keep on that low happy line, or would you try to run some fast laps and get that kind of line out towards the wall where you can get that more speed going down the backstretch? Like, if it's working, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Is that kind of how we want to look at this yellow line thing? I mean, it's kind of been the way to
don't fix it.
It's kind of been the way to run tonight.
I think Happy has a car that's built to stick on that yellow line. Some of these other guys that are trying to do that and do the same thing, their cars aren't built that way, so they can do it for a while, and as soon as their tires start to wear, they have a hard time doing it, whereas Happy can still stay down there. Now you have Hothead faded way back, got door rubbed, put into the wall, and we have Silence into the wall. And we have a couple other cars in the wall. So we have another yellow right now.
So I was wrong. I said in the beginning that stage 1 might be a little rough, and stage 2 would pan out a little bit better, and then we'd get settled into stage 3 and have some long runs. I have been proven wrong here.
Well, it's right that you should think that, though, because that's how the Xfinity race went last night. I mean, we went 80 laps in stage 3. I think there was 1 caution only. And there was quite a few green flags. But, these guys are hungry, and they're antsy, and they know if they can get up front. I mean, everybody has a pretty good car here. There's no, it seems like to me last night in Xfinity, Henson's car kind of stood out like a sore thumb. I don't see anybody standing out like a sore thumb here.
Not tonight, not at all. No. But, I mean, there's a lot of sore thumbs, but nobody's standing out.
And that's a true story. But we have Dark up front now with Icy Era pushing them with Jinx in 3rd place, right behind Icy. Twoon on the outside in 4th.
So we have, I mean, this has been a really nice thing to see Jinx up here battling in the top 5 for the last stage and a half.
We had somebody getting really loose there, and I think they took the nose off of somebody, and now we got a total catastrophe in the back end of the pack there, and we're going to have another yellow.
Hold on 1 second. I just need to check in with race control real quick and see. I mean, this race is going by super fast with all these game cautions. We might be getting close to the end of stage 3. Let me see how many laps are left in this sucker.
Oh, I'm sure we have 20 to 30 left in my mind. Of course, that's in my mind. Yeah, so basically the whole back half of the field got taken out in that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a good time watching this show of HDRS at Atlanta tonight. Make sure you tune into HRS on TikTok and on Twitch, and to HDRS on Facebook. And now we're going to have a quick restart, and it looks like we have Dark on the inside, followed by Jinx with the Icy here on the outside, followed by Memphis Phoenix.
Okay, guys.
We have 36 laps to go.
No worries, Panda. Appreciate you being here, man. We love you. Have a good evening and enjoy your meal, sir.
Oh my God, Schlinken spinning down the backstretch.
Oh no,
these guys
can't. Yellow.
Okay, so Panda, you might not want to watch this, buddy. Just have a good evening.
Yeah, have a good evening.
You might not.
Yeah. Hey, the bottom line is these guys, I believe, are going to get it straightened out, and we're going to have a good finish. And Dan, how many laps do we have left, sir?
Well, we had 35 when they were coming to the line. They're going to get about 2 here under caution. So there'll be probably about 33 laps to go, which is one more green flag. Well, I would say one more green flag, but we have yet to have a green flag pit stop tonight. So we might get a green flag pit stop in these last 33 laps, and I really hope we do, because getting to pit road on some of those old tires really changes or shows the level of skill you have as a driver. And that's one of those things I love about Atlanta, is it shows your skill as a driver.
You're absolutely correct, because that pit comes up really quick coming around turn 4. If you're not paying attention and you're not getting down onto the apron and getting your brakes early, you're going to get black flag there.
All right, and here we are. There's new leaders up front we haven't talked about all night. Visceral Killer in that 12 car. He's getting that back left tire on the yellow line, and it kind of made him a little loose. So the hothead was able to get right up on him. But there it is, that 22 Pennzoil car. Jinx all over the back of hothead. It's going to, oh my God, this is going to be bad. Don't bear the Peanuts car anymore. Oh my gosh.
Hey, all I know is if you're going to run the Peanuts car, you better bring Snoopy with you for good luck.
That's right.
That's all I know.
Okay, so I mean they're picking up the good speed here. So they've got some nice new tires. Hothead on the outside trying to get around Visceral.
There's a few of them on the outside.
That tells me, Riker, that tells me Visceral was farther back in the pack. Either he did no tires because they were two quickie cautions, and his tires are going to wear super. Oh, yep, there it is right there. And Peanuts to the lead. That's what it was. Visceral had, because he gained so many spots there, I'm pretty sure he had to have taken no tires or 2 tires or something. Yeah, had to have done something there. I stumbled over my words a lot on that one, trying to get that out.
Well, he's right on the tail of Hothead, whose Jinx is right on the tail of him. With that, looks like Dark Knight on the back tail of Jinx. And look at Visceral. I don't know if he bumped to the outside or if he wanted to go there.
All right, so these guys, I think that race control may have told them to simmer down. So they've started to stretch things out in a nice, what do they tell you in kindergarten? Get behind the person in front of you.
That's
make
right,
that line.
You know,
so and Jinx under Visceral for second.
Yes, and I'm realizing this, Diane, that these last few cautions came without a lap being ran, without everybody up to speed. And we all know that makes a big difference. So now that they're all up to speed, I think we're going to be pretty good to go.
Absolutely, especially here at Atlanta, because people run so many different gears here. I noticed in a couple different races I've been in lately that a lot of people's third gear is very, very long, very long. So they get first and second out of the way, and then they don't really get that third gear up to speed until they're coming in or out of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So you do get a lot of congestion right there on that back stretch at restarts. So glad to see these guys starting to get a rhythm going here.
We've seen a lot of different final gears in these setups, haven't we? 280, 286, 291, 300.
Oh my God, I saw a 5 something the other day, and I was like, what?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, but people are good. They're good. They're learning, and it's all a process. We're still early in the season too. A lot of these guys haven't raced together before, so they don't know how the other people drive. So yeah, it's still early in the season.
Absolutely correct. Right now, though, it looks like Hothead has a little bit of command of this, but I'm sure that Dark's not going to just let him run away.
I promise to Jesus, if he comes up here in a victory lane interview, I am not talking to him. It's got to be you, because I ain't saying happy nut or hot nuts. I ain't doing it. I ain't calling him hot nuts on this, not to his face, or you know what I mean. You're going to be the one that's going to have to talk to him if he ends up coming up here.
I'll take care of Rye. We're good buddies. We've been racing. I bet you I've been racing with Rye over 2 years. We're pretty good buddies. I'll take care of it, and I'll tell you what. My guess is he'll just think it's dang funny.
So
I don't think he'll take anything against you.
So where in the world did Hollywood come from? Is that who's running in third?
Yeah, the number 9 of Hollywood. You're dang tootin' Fig Newton.
Well,
and then you got Death on the inside of him there, or was on the inside.
Well, Hot Dog. You know what? Okay, so I've recently have the first time I ever raced against Hollywood. Dude has got quite the little stout car here, and the other night I was racing him, and he didn't show up till the end of the race, and here he is, end of the race, and here's Hollywood.
There you go.
So,
hey, you know what? The cream comes to the top when we get down to, under 10 laps left. We'll see.
It does. And the ones with the least damage have apparently, come to the front as well, I've noticed.
Hey, and we know right now, if there's no more yellows, the most important part of this race right now is who can get into the pit smoothly and quickly and get out.
That is what I am the most excited about.
That's what you want to see.
Uh-oh.
You want to see who can do it.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm reading the YouTube. Let's see. Agreement. This is rough. Yeah, I agree. This is rough, guys. And I didn't mean to start something with the hot nuts things, guys. Please don't start this. We're not going to call him hot nuts this year, I promise. Oh, they've started it. So I've started something apparently with old hothead here, so.
Well, that's okay. Like I said, I know him very well. I've been racing with him for a long time, and I think he'll embrace it. I think he'll think it's funny, and I don't think he'll have a problem with it at all myself.
Oh, all right. Well, here we go. I mean,
Jinx got under the yellow down there.
They're separating. They're separating into little packs now. Now, I believe they're still in Chevy chats over here and Ford chats over here. So you're definitely going to want to pit with friends, but you're going to want to stagger pit with friends. And that's what you were just talking about, how hard it is to get on and off pit road. You do not want to come off of this racetrack trying to get to pit road nose to tail. Because
that's right.
20 times out of 100, or 20 times out of 100, 20 times out of 10, the car in the back is going to cause the car in the front to get a black flag. All right?
That's right. That's
all right.
right.
So Jink, so there goes Jinx right there. Jinx right there decided that he did not like the way that the grass was mowed last week and went down there and helped old Atlanta cut the grass and made him lose about 10, 15 positions there going all the way to the back.
I hope he doesn't take his time to write a bill to them now for that grass trim and that he keeps on it hard.
That's right.
Note this, that although you got that you got Hothead out front, Hollywood and Death are his teammates, okay? And they're right there in what, 4th and 5th or 3rd and 4th?
Okay.
3rd and 4th. Those are Hothead's teammates right there. And Jinx is slowly coming around the infield. That's not looking good for him.
All right, so, yeah, there goes my pick. So we'll go ahead and oops on the camera on Jinx. I'm sorry, buddy. We won't do that anymore.
How many laps are left right now? Because if there's around 20, he goes in the pits. It might not hurt him that bad.
Give me just a minute. Race control is in the pits, so let me wait till he's out of the pits to ask him. Okay, so we have a big round of pit stops coming right now. Oh, gosh, yes. Everybody's announcing their pitting, so we've got a whole gag. And they're spinning coming in the pits. Oh, gosh, I
knew they would be.
Oh, they did because they were calling pits way too late. They were doing it at the end of the back stretch, and you knew, like I said, if you get that guy in back, it was the 32 of Dunlap who was spinning there trying to get into the pits.
12's on his way out of the pits right now. You got Dunlap, you got Shady. You got Jinx who's coming out. You got the 2 who's hanging in there. Looks like you got a couple others. Well, we'll have to see.
Alright.
Okay, so Frankenstein and the 2's coming out.
The 1 is
Dunlap
coming
and
out.
The 32's coming out. Shady and the 3 is coming out.
38's pitting, 4's pitting, so Twoon's coming down.
Boy, these guys are pretty much locked up here, the 32 and the 3.
All right, I'm going to embrace it now. I mean,
up on top of each other. Look at that. We got a race coming out of the pits on the infield against the 3 and the 32, and they are rubbing and rocking here. Looks like the third. Oh, whoa.
Where we need to be watching here is going to be.
Man.
All right, guys. It's it now. It's a thing. We're going to watch for Hot Nuts. Where's he at?
Well, we got Dark
He's coming
Knight
out
is
right now.
out of the pits.
So the 88 went into the pits as the leader. Let's see if he is still going to be such thing when he comes out. Where are you, Mr. Hothead?
Okay, you got Titanic Joe in the pits. You got Twoon in the pits.
Icy's in the pits right now. So Hothead is out, has nobody in front of him, and the 9 is way behind him. So this is the only pit stop they're going to have to make this race. I would say I give green flag pit stops about a 7. Definitely some communication skills that could have worked on here a little bit. I think a couple people just kind of pitted, not thinking about the guy in front of them pitting, and did get off a little hot. But I mean, overall, the guys for their first round of green flag pit stops tonight, the 88 won, in my opinion, pit stops. If he comes out being the leader and he's that far ahead of the 9 car, I mean, let me get behind.
We got a 3 wide right now between Memphis, Dunlap, and Shady. And it looks like Dunlap in the middle has won that argument.
If you look at Hothead and you look back behind him, he has a half a corner distance, almost a half a straightaway over the 9 car. So,
and that's his teammate. That 9 car is his teammate. Now my question is, why is Titanic Joe up there in front of Hothead when he was running like in 7th or 8th? He had to have pitted. Why would he be almost being a lap down?
Now somebody did spin. Give me just 1 second here.
Sure.
Race control is asking me a
time.
question. Give me just 1 second.
In the meantime, as we're going back through the field and seeing how people are doing, they're in groups of 3 and 4 trying to hook up. There are a few single cars out there running.
I have breaking news. Breaking
what's
news.
Your breaking news?
The leader is death before dishonor.
Well, that's some breaking news. Let me tell you. So if Death is the leader,
that puts Dark Knight in second. And I believe that is everyone's favorite child, or kid, or teenager, or favorite youngin. Favorite youngin, Schlinken in third.
And the 1.
And Twoon, looks like, is in 4th.
Is in 4th. So where did that leave Hothead at then? What happened?
I think that the hot in his name might be a very good way to describe his. I would be hot right now. You know, if I was leading that much and went in the pits and something happened in the pits, came out, we're gonna have to get to the bottom of it. But I do believe when that spin happened, I think he might have been around that area going into the pits.
I wonder if he got black flag.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't want to throw it out there and it not be true, but I think that might be what happened. I'm not sure. Who is that down? Is that Dark? Is that Death going in the pits? No, who is that going in the pits?
No. Death is in 1 and 2.
Okay.
And Darker and Shalinkin are still right together, pushing hard. And there is a group of 4 not far behind them either. So.
Oh, that was DeReal. That was DeReal going in the pits. Okay.
Well, it looks like to me
the 9 car going in the pits of Hollywood.
It looks like to me that Hothead is back here trailing, it looks like Titanic Joe in the 17. He is just now coming across the start-finish line. Is that the 9 of Hollywood that's actually in the pits right now?
It is the 9 of Hollywood. It is the 9 of Hollywood and that Mountain Dew car in the pits. So Schlinken all over the back at Dark. They are trying to get to Death.
But in the meantime, while they're trying...
Well, Silence has caught them.
And Icy and all this group of 4 has caught up to the group of 2. And that would also be a Twoon in the middle of that. So these guys, if they could stay in line and not shake around so much, could catch those two up
So,
there.
you know, you have three teammates right there with Silence. Oh, Silence going under and pushed Lincoln straight up to the wall.
Yes, he did.
And
and he left himself up high for
Yeah,
Twin
he
to go
did.
by him.
Oh, man, that was dirt. I mean, I don't know how to.
You have to wonder
I
what
can't.
that was.
That was not.
But right now,
yeah,
you got Twoon with Happy behind him, with Shalinkin trying to make the pace behind them, but Silence dropped in behind Happy.
Now Shalinkin
But
giving it back to
Shalinkin. Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
now
you know
I'd
what?
say we're even. I'd say we're even now.
I don't even say. I mean, yes, good job. I mean, not good job, but I mean, it's sad that you have to. No, I don't even. Let's not worry about it right now. It'll be.
Hey,
later.
you know the thing there is it was a simple bump up by Silence, and it was a simple bump up by Shalinkin, letting them know, hey, you know, I don't play that, so don't do that to me again. And that's what you got to do out there.
I agree 100% with you, but it's the second race of the season. Both of them now are losing the draft of the cars in front of them, so that hurts both of them even more to go back and retaliate like that. And
I don't know if that was a retaliatory move.
Oh, his wheels were turned left or turned right. It was definitely a retaliation. But I mean, it's been a long night.
The reason I said that is because I don't want to promote somebody getting a penalty.
Oh, well, if they watch anything that I do on the Kill Switch channel, apparently I'm good at handing those suckers out over there too on accident.
Oh,
but
look at Happy, and you got Icy going underneath Happy, and you got Shalinkin.
Oh, there's a spin.
There's
a spin down in 3.
He touched the back of Happy's bumper and lost
Somebody went down the pit road at 150 miles an hour. What was Visceral Killer? Is it? Oh, there's a big. What in the world?
Oh, no, but Shalinkin is going into the pits or something. I don't know what's going on.
Shalinkin got
definitely on the infield.
Shot down the pits and
he is way back, and he will be out of it now.
Yeah, he is. I'm trying to figure.
Okay, so Shady needs to know no drivers are allowed to message anything during the race. Now Titanic Joe just took Shalinkin. So Shalinkin trying to get his speed back up.
Oh, Shalinkin's got a lot wrong with his car.
Oh, we have somebody around?
The race is over. Death wins.
Well, if Death wins, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to get the winner in the booth.
So you know what, Biker? Since we don't get Death in the booth, which we will get messages from him, which is awesome. We'll get once I figure out who exactly was second. Yeah, once we get second, let's get second and third, and then a storyline pick.
Oh, see, Memphis, don't do that.
So Death, Icy finished second.
Good for Icy.
Memphis
is mad because I guess Dunlap took him out, and he sent a very poor message out there. You're not supposed to do that, and that could culminate to a penalty. And Shalinkin sending a message out. Anyway, there's some people that are upset right now, and Twoon's telling them all to message privately not to be doing this.
Happy Icy Twoon.
Well, it was interesting to say the least.
Happy.
Very rough race.
Yeah.
Death Before Dishonor actually had the fastest lap of the day. Ran a 28.843. And you have Happy with the second fastest lap.
Happy. Trying to find Icy here.
I can get Icy if need to be.
Oh, they're all in the. They're already all here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just need to know to come.
Icy, Twoon, and who's the other one? Icy, Twoon, and Happy. Oh, Happy, Twoon, and Icy, so they know which chat to join here. And that was just an interesting race all the way around, guys. I just, you know, it was a little different. Oh, apparently I'm going to Auto Club, so I forgot to back out of there.
That's all right.
I'll back out of here real quick, although... Yeah,
just wait until you go to Auto Club and back out, and we'll get them.
Well, I mean, you know, nothing against what we saw tonight, but maybe we can put on a pretty decent race here at Auto Club real quick and give the fans something real good to cheer about.
Hey, me and you are in there. Let's rock and roll. Oh, look, see all these messages that these guys are sending right now?
Yeah, Biker, let's not, Biker, let's not us be the ones doing that right now. They're going to take care of it, buddy.
Penalty.
Oh, is it just you and is it just you and me in here? If it's just you and me in here, let's roll, brother. No, I'm just kidding. I just backed out. I'm not.
You just backed out.
I did.
I'm ready to rock.
But I don't have my good.
Look, the whole crew's in here.
I don't have my good Auto Club setup in, so you'd whoop me.
Oh
anyway,
well. So. The whole crew's in here. I'm smashing them up. I'm going through them. Nobody's going anywhere. I'm going for the lead here.
Oh. Okay. Do we have... do I have the people joining? Well, guys, you know, I just don't think we're going to get the guys in here tonight. I tried, who do we have in the party here? Alright. Well, Biker,
well, I'll tell you.
Hold on one second for me. Hold on one second for me. Hey, Jinx, are you still available?
Twoon's available, and Twoon's here.
Good enough for me, Twoon. How are you tonight? I mean, not good enough for me. It's fantastic for me. We at least get to talk to someone this evening.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Twoon, man. I mean, okay.
There's a lot of aggressive driving in that third stage, Twoon. What do you think about that?
Hold on, Twoon, because I have another question. There was a lot of aggressive driving in stage 1. There was a lot of aggressive driving in, I think there was a stage 2. I'm not quite sure. I lost track.
Yeah,
what in the world, man? Like, did people forget we weren't at Daytona anymore?
It seemed like if somebody got an inch, they took it a mile. Like, there was no... Like, I don't know how many times, like, I respectfully tried to give the bottom up and I didn't have it. You know what I mean?
No.
But to expect that in return, it just wasn't there by a very pull-off.
Well, I wasn't, I mean, it was interesting. We had a lot of storylines to cover in this race. It was fantastic. Everyone who knows me, and a lot of people out there, you should definitely start to get to know me. I'm a very blunt person. I really tell people how I'm like, what in the world was that? The best thing to come out of this race, in my opinion, was we have hot nuts now. Like, that's a thing on the Hammerdown YouTube. That's the Peanuts guy now. Last year he was Happy Nuts. This year he's Hot Nuts. Like, that's kind of the trend of people loving this. It seemed like a lot of holding that bottom line, a lot of people getting very slowed up and stacking up the field, trying to hold that line around the bottom, when I think we all know, and most people who run Atlanta know, that that's not the fastest way around the track. So I feel from what we were seeing that was one of the things causing a lot of that bumping and banging back there. Is that kind of accurate?
Yeah, you're right on the money there. Like,
okay.
Just being out front, following the leader, like, it was no shame to the leader. The leader had nothing to do with, like, the checkup of 4 or 5 cars back. It was just a matter of everybody trying to keep the inside line with 10 to go. They didn't want to give up the spot.
Yeah. You had to hug the bottom so you didn't get dive bombed.
Yeah, and then like I said, like Happy said, like, if they got an inch, man, they took a mile.
Well, one thing I did.
Yeah, it was very aggressive on some people's part. I think people were excited, and like I said before, there wasn't anybody that really had a car that could run away from everybody. Cars were pretty even out there. People knew it, and they just wanted to try to get their chance up there. and they caused a lot of problems.
Well, I want to also welcome in our pole sitter, and someone, honestly, we really didn't talk much about throughout the race, but ended up coming out with a second place finish, I believe. Icy, you in here, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm right here.
Hey,
oh, there you go.
Congratulations,
job,
man,
Icy.
on getting your pole, and congratulations on kind of not being a center storyline throughout the race, because the people who were the center storylines just didn't seem to be the best storylines, and you just kind of snuck out there and got you a second place finish. So tell us about your night and how things are going and how your first season is here in Hammerdown in the Cup Series.
When it came to it, I had everyone in Ford, everyone had a fast car. I was being smart and was trying to stay away from where I knew the problems were, being smart, laying back. I wasn't rushing. I was just taking my time throughout the field every time I got set back. But, since this is my first season of Cup, I mean, my standings aren't too good right now, but we'll be up there soon. But it's a great league. I love it.
Well, it's a great start getting, only the second race of the season, getting a second place. That's fantastic. And just, I personally, on a personal note, man, I'm so proud of just how much you've grown in the last year that I've known you. And this was a really good race for you going into one of the best tracks on the game. It does not have the same wear and tear on your car that Atlanta has. People will get a little bit more strung out. I see this group right here. You guys, everyone that brought fast cars to Atlanta, you guys are going to have an awesome time in Las Vegas. And then I believe the next week, I think we might try all this again at Bristol.
No, hey, you know what is on the schedule, my man Dan?
What's
After
that?
Las Vegas, we have one of our special Dash for Cash races.
Oh. Oh. Is that one where I'm allowed to race these guys right here?
That's right. Everybody can be in Cup. Everybody's invited. It's the Dash for Cash. It's a $10 buy-in. It's a 50-50. You win, you get 50. The league gets 50.
So, okay, I'm in.
You get 50% of the earnings, and the other 50% goes towards helping buy merchandise and support the trophies.
But I can tell you right now, and I know there's some other people out there, I'm not just talking about myself, if for some crazy reason they let Biker win that race, the league can have it all. I'm a league supporter.
Biker, I promise you, you will not win that race.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, sir.
I take that with a grain of salt. You know why? Because you also promised me you was going to run away with every race in Xfinity. And
hey,
sad to say that promise
did
into the dirt somewhere.
Buddy, let me tell you, this group, I don't care if you're a truck, Xfinity, or Cup, there is no favorite going into any race right now that is just above anyone else.
No, there isn't.
I definitely underestimated, because I just had that feeling. I'm like, all the Cup guys are getting out of Xfinity. They're all going to do their thing. This is going to be all new over here. Oh, I got this. Well, then Scoop shows up. Then this kid Henson shows up. And I underestimated Biker. Like, I didn't even see that coming. That blindsided me from, okay. And then, you got all these guys that are fast over there. You've got all these guys that are fast here in the Cup Series. And tomorrow night, you've got Panda, who's over here talking about how he already knows his plan on how he's going to win this Atlanta race tomorrow night in Slider trucks.
Yeah.
Like, the three groups here. Oh, dude, he said he was watching Henson last night with his line that he was running, and he went and ran that, and he said that was the best his truck's ever been. So he has got a plan to win tomorrow night. I can't find a part. It might not be. It's still new. We're still learning how to race with each other. We're still learning setups on our cars. Some of these kids have never raced Cup cars before, so they're just learning how to take. You can't take your Xfinity setup and throw it in a Cup car. They're having to learn how to build these. It's still only the second race of this season. You can't be too hard on everybody. But again,
Dan,
it's early.
Let me tell you this.
It's early.
We're going to have a lot of different winners this season.
Absolutely.
There's going to be no dominators. There's going to be a lot of different winners. It's going to get more exciting, and I just can't wait. Twoon, you did a great job tonight. Happy you did a great job tonight. Congratulations to Death. And I'm sorry to say, but always, every race night, everybody knows that Biker's out of here living his life behind bars. Have a good one, everybody.
Yes, everybody. And I'm excited. You guys, we're going to have a good season. 5 races in the books here in Hammerdown. 5 different winners on the season. This is going to be a great year, guys. Stay tuned, and we will see you tomorrow night for Slider Trucks. And then next week we take on Las Vegas. So y'all have a great evening. We'll see you next week.